Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam issues a warning to Finn, and Hope gives Steffy advice. Tuesday, March 5, 2024. Moment on the Bold and the Beautiful. Hope checks on Deacon, and Lee warns Finn not to mess up his marriage over Sheila. At his office, Finn tells Lee he of course considers her his real mama, but Sheila gave birth to him. Lee says Sheila gave him nothing but heartbreak and now she's gone. Finn says, because of his woman. Lee says Steffy fought to save her life, and he needs to get over these passions for Sheila before he alienates his woman. Lee doesn't understand how he can have sympathy for that maniac. Lee doesn't feel he should be mourning her and asks if Steffy knows how he feels. Finn says he told Steffy that it's complicated, not only because Sheila's dead, but because Steffy killed her. Finn isn't condemning Steffy for defending herself. Lee says if Sheila stayed down as he told her to, also she'd still be alive. Lee notes he'll no way make sense of why Sheila went to the house, but he needs to suppose of his woman. Finn admits he slept then last night and doesn't like being piecemeal from Steffy. Lee tells him that he needs to get his head on straight before he causes endless damage to his marriage. Angrily at the Precipice house, Steffy thanks Liam for being then and hearkening to her. She still feels shamefaced that she killed someone. Liam says she was ambuscaded, and everyone knows that. Steffy says not everyone. Liam says she nearly failed, and she should be getting understanding from her hubby. Steffy explains he's trying to figure it all out, and she's trying to put herself in his shoes. Steffy leans on Liam. Steffy believes she and Finn can survive this, they've survived numerous other effects. Steffy just wants him to come home so they can work this problem out together. Liam gives her credit for being understanding, but there's no reason for Finn not being then and putting her and the kiddies first. Liam assures Steffy that she and the kiddies can always count on him. She takes his hand. Liam and Steffy. Liam goes to Finn's office, and Finn says it's not a good time as he has a lot going on. Liam knows what happened, and he doesn't get him right now. He knows he's going through a thing. Finn is, and feels he has a right to reuse this. Liam asks if he's recycling his psycho mama being dead, or walking out on his woman. He says he was just with Steffy, and Finn snaps at him to stay down from his woman. Liam is concerned about her and the kiddies. Finn says Steffy is okay now that his birth mama Sheila is dead. Liam doesn't understand how he can talk about her that way, and it's not fair to Steffy. Liam says it seems like Finn is condemning Steffy for nearly getting boggled, and he's prioritizing his grief over Sheila rather than being there for Steffy and the kiddies. Liam says at least Steffy has him, and he'll make sure she feels safe and supported. He warns Finn if he isn't over to the task, also he'll be the man she turns to. Finn makes a face as if he's trying not to laugh. Finn gets a visit. Cleric returns home and pours himself a drink. He thinks back to visiting Sheila in the morgue. Hope stops by knowing he went to the morgue and she allowed. He could use some company. Hope understands Sheila meant commodity to him. Deacon says he'd to go see her, to say goodbye, and see her face one further time. He assumes she thinks he's nuts minding for a woman who hurt so numerous people. Hope says she's then for him. Cleric is sad. Cleric says Hope and the kiddies are the only people he has in the world, and he's thankful for them. Hope can't lie and says it felt like he was choosing Sheila over them. He's sorry he hurt her. Still, she also knows he's not alone, that Finn watched about Sheila too. Cleric didn't realize Finn watched so important for Sheila, and Sheila just wanted to be accepted, and she isn't then to see how important Finn loved her. Hope visits Dade. Steffy heads to the office and thinks about killing Sheila. Hope arrives and is surprised she came in moment. Steffy says she had to get out of the house. Hope is sorry for what she's been through. Steffy says she can't get Sheila out of her head, and she was only trying to cover herself. Hope suppositions it's traumatizing knowing you had to kill someone. Hope doesn't know if she could do it. Steffy and Hope at office. Steffy says she didn't have a choice, she had to cover herself. Steffy is getting a weird vibe from Hope and thinks Hope would have done the same thing in her place. Hope was just trying to say this is a heavy burden to bear. She says she was talking to her pater. Steffy rolls her eyes. Hope says she can suppose what she wants about her pater. But don't make the same mistake with Finn. She says Finn is a good man and needs time to suffer and reuse this. She knows they all abominated Sheila, but she was Finn's mama. She tells Steffy not to let Sheila's death intrude with her marriage. Steffy gives Hope a striking look. Steffy worries about her marriage, confesses fears to Liam. Worries about her marriage and confesses her fears to Liam Spencer. Steffy worries that she and John Finnegan's marriage won't survive Finn's grief for Sheila Carter. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, John Finnegan needs space. Finn can't attune his woman. Taking a mortal life, and replied poorly to Sheila's death at Steffy's hand. Indeed, though Steffy told him it was tone defense. Finn can't get once having to pull Steffy and Sheila piecemeal at Deacon Sharp's apartment along with Cleric, and Steffy telling Sheila she wanted her dead. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffy worries about her marriage, confesses fears to Liam. Finn now tells Steffy he needs some space to deal with the enormity of the situation, and be suitable to reuse what has happened. This leaves Steffy feeling like their marriage is on shaky ground, uncertain as to what their future holds. As for Liam, he knows this is his in to get Steffy back, and he'll make sure he's there for her as her confidant while Finn's taking his space. B&B spoilers, Steffy Forrester Finnegan opens up to her ex. Steffy will open up to her partner and entrust that she's angry over Finn's grief over his monster mammy. His showing compassion for Sheila nearly broke them up ahead. Steffy feels like Finn doesn't understand that she felt she had no choice, with Sheila breaking in disguised like the Grim Reaper, presumably shutting off the electricity and submersing at her. The only problem is there were no substantiations, and Steffy expects to be believed that it was tone defense, and of course, no bone can speak for Sheila. She's dead. With the electricity off. Indeed, if there were security cameras recording everything, they would have been impaired. It's Steffy's word against a dead woman unfit to speak for or defend herself. Steffy tells Liam her hubby is putting his dead monster mammy on a pedestal rather of taking her side and believing her, like he didn't watch about Sheila when alive. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Steffy Forrester Finnegan is being criticized. Steffy admits to Liam that she's not hurt, she's angry, perhaps some rejection and hurt mixed with wrathfulness because Finn is condemning her, not Sheila. Liam listens and agrees that Sheila had it coming, and if Steffy hadn't done it, someone additional ultimately would. He tried to talk sense into Deacon the day of the fight. Liam didn't indeed know about the fight until he heard about it through the conduit, and the only one not on Steffy's side is her own hubby. Steffy and Finn may get through this, but only if he turns his love for Sheila to a proper hate like everyone differently has, and that's doubtful. In the meantime, Liam will keep staying in the bodies to move by on Steffy, and he'll do everything in his power to make sure he can.